Rosacea is more than just redness. It's burning, flushing, visible blood vessels, breakouts that look like acne but don't act like it. And for so many people, it's misdiagnosed, mistreated, and misunderstood. In this episode, we're breaking down what rosacea really is, what makes it worse, and what can actually help calm, heal, and rebuild your skin. Whether you've been struggling for years or just starting to wonder if this is what's going on with your skin, this is the episode I wish I had when I was trying to figure it all out.
Topic of today is rosacea.
Yep.
It's tough. It has different, each person it affects differently.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Like some deal with like the flushing.
Yeah.
Some have a lot of the broken capillaries, and you have the people that have like the acne rosacea, where it's really not acne, because like when you have acne is generally filled with like pus, right? But when you have rosacea, it's not filled with pus. So it's like you can't always target it like you would normally target acne because there's no bacteria or pus in there. Yeah, it's completely different. And there are prescriptions, of course.
Yeah.
That you can be on for rosacea. And we're not going to go over those because that's obviously something between you and your doctor.
Right.
But what we can talk about, obviously, is things that we have that we feel are comfortable for you to use.
Yes. Let's talk about a couple of triggers at least. Like things that can trigger like heat.
Alcohol. I know alcohol is like the biggest one ever. Like people
right.
drink that and they'll get instantly like the red cheeks and
and
that's where you have to be really careful.
Response, I guess.
Yeah, and then all the broken capillaries from that. Like you think, what was it? W.C. Fields, President Clinton. We're in a couple others that.
One of the Prince Harry. I think.
Prince Harry. Yeah.
He has rosacea.
The rosacea. And you have to be careful. Like if you do have rosacea or if you think you have rosacea, let's just say this right off the bat. Never just try to treat that at home, right? Go to a doctor.
Right.
Get yourself diagnosed. And if they have specific things that they want, follow what your doctor says.
Right.
Because like when you're looking at like, let's say W.C. Fields, certain things that aren't, I think he was like drank a lot and a couple of things. And that's where his nose got so big and all this, the scarred and growth and stuff. Like you have to prevent that.
Right.
So what your doctor's saying, you have to follow that. I just want to say, like, don't self-diagnose yourself.
Got it.
You can have broken capillaries and not have rosacea.
Sure.
You can get redness in your face and not have rosacea.
You might just have reactive skin.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So get yourself diagnosed. But if you know you have rosacea and you're following what your doctor says, then you're moving forward. Then that's different.
Let's focus on some actual products that can help with rosacea and help kind of calm down and make the skin more manageable.
Yes, and I would say like the first one that I want to grab is vitamin C.
Yeah.
So Secret Agent 6 here. Vitamin C itself it's like an anti-inflammatory. It is really, really good for rosacea redness. I learned that from an esthetician that used to work from us.
Yes.
Like she had rosacea. And she said she always had like the redness and all that kind of stuff. And she started using the vitamin C and she was like, it's like I don't even have rosacea anymore.
Right, yeah.
I remember her saying that. This was a long time ago.
I recall.
This was like probably like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I learned from her. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? It made sense when you look at the properties of vitamin C and the properties of rosacea. So something like Super Agent 6. And this one isn't L-ascorbic, so it doesn't have the acid. It's not going to be stingy or burny like our old one used to be.
Right.
This is predominantly the THDA and then that cacao plum and several other antioxidants. But so this one's not going to burn or anything like that. It's just, pure soothing and healing and stimulating and helpful for redness. I think like this is one of the first things I grab. The other major thing that I grab is copper. And copper can be helpful if you have, the broken capillaries. And it's not that it's going to heal those broken capillaries. That's not how copper works. But copper does strengthen the capillary formation. So when your capillaries are being formed again, they're stronger and they will be less likely to break. So that is a very beneficial one. And that was just something I learned from Dr. Burkhart many, many years ago.
Right.
About strengthening the capillary formation. It's like it's just engraved into my brain. I just remember that now. So copper is another one. And you don't want to put C and copper on at the same time, right? So put your C on during the day and put your copper on at night. Just think copper is blue, dark blue,
Yeah.
skin, sky,
Right.
whatever. Put the copper, the dark stuff on at night. Put your light, bright C on during the day.
Perfect. All right, what other daily products do we have here? See some
Other
hyaluronic
dailies.
acid?
Yeah, because I always kind of want to like soothe and heal the
Yeah.
skin. Like, and there's a couple things with hyaluronic. Our Regenerate also has hyaluronic in it. I think actually Regenerate's another really good one.
For
that
sure.
you could put on with all the growth factors.
Yes.
Super healing, soothing.
Yeah.
That's a great one. I should have grabbed that one. It's okay. We'll post it on the screen. Yeah, so Regenerate or
Yeah.
hyaluronic, they're just soothing and healing.
Yes.
Vitamin B is also very soothing and healing. Like this has B3 and B6, which is like panthenol and niacinamide. Both very soothing and healing and calming.
And that's a moisturizer,
This
correct?
is a light moisturizer. So if you need heavier moisturizing, you could add a little bit of emo oil or something into this,
Sure.
or a little hyaluronic, whatever
Yeah.
you want. But this does have squalene in it. I mean, it does have moisturizing factors in it. It's just not super heavy.
Got it.
But this is super healing and calming, just like, you know, the vitamin C. Kind of very similar thing, but, you know, to give you a little bit of extra moisture. Other super healing things, and we have this from our Alchemy line, and I'm not telling you to needle it. I don't want you to needle it into your
Right,
skin, right?
right.
If you have rosacea, needling, microinfusion, whatever, is not necessarily a good
Yeah.
option. That causes too much inflammation. You don't want to cause any damage with your skin. But that doesn't mean that these can't be used daily. They can't be used in other products. Like you could take this PDRN and add the little dropper to it, and you could just use this as a normal serum. You could add this into one of your products. And actually, we'll have another serum coming out soon that's going to be a PDRN serum for just daily use. So we will have another product that's going to be like a standalone PDRN for daily use.
Got it.
Whereas we have this that's like used for needling. This is very precise for needling, though you can use this daily. Great option. And same with the exosomes. This is the human adipose exosomes, XOAD.
Right.
You can mix these together,
Correct.
the PDRN and the AD. You can add the AD into any of your products. Just whatever you add it into, you're going to have to refrigerate because we want to keep our exosomes cold.
And it has to have a preservative as well.
Yeah, neither of these have a preservative, so you need to add it into another product, or you need to add some of another product into it.
Got it.
You know what I mean? Like I've kind of told people, like if you want to use this, I like this little dropper. And actually the PDRN, this is really cool because I love this so much. Like I love the control of this little dropper.
Yes, yes.
You know, you
You
take
can
this off,
squeeze
you
that
pop
little
this
top.
on, you pull it over and it fills up and you just like squeeze a few drops out. So the PDRN bottle that we have, instead of being this tiny one, it's like a bigger bottle, but it still has a big dropper on the top because I love it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you just turn it over and do like a big squeeze and then you can use that for your face.
Just to clarify, the new PDRN will have its own preservative,
Yes.
so you won't have to do any mixing or anything.
No.
But if you want to use this PDRN,
You would have to
in
mix it with something.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So like that bigger one, like I said, like this is meant for needling, and we've done like super safe serums that
Yeah.
are meant to be injected into your skin. So we're following one protocol with these.
Correct.
And then daily products have kind of a different protocol. They have to have preservatives. They have
Yes.
to have certain
Yeah.
things in them.
That makes
So that's why, that's kind of what spurred me in to come out with an everyday PDRN as well.
Yes.
So we will have that coming out soon, and that'll be something that we can, you know, add into somebody
Yeah.
that has more sensitive, reactive, problem kind of skin because
Right.
PDRN is so healing.
Now, retinol is sometimes not always a product that someone with rosacea can use.
Not always.
Not always,
But,
but-
then you see the ones that have like that tell us my
Yeah.
skin's sensitive. I have rosacea. This is my regimen. I'm on tretinoin 1.1. Whatever. I'm like, that's so strong.
Right,
That would
right.
irritate my skin. Yet you're using that every day. So I still feel like they can use it.
Yeah.
So if you want to use a retinoid, I just suggest you use it less often. Make sure it's not irritating or causing inflammation in any way, right? Because it's the inflammation that causes the problem with rosacea. We want anti-inflammatories. So I would suggest, like, you know, if you want to do like our Fusion A 0.15, you can either like mix it with vitamin B and make it a little milder, or mix it with any other serums,
Maybe
make it
even
milder.
a little emu oil, because that has an anti-inflammatory properties.
Absolutely. You can dilute it down, use it less times per week, or both things. Dilute it and use it less times per week. And if you just want like the retinoid functions, but you don't want to use a retinoid, we have the essential effects with Bakuchiol. And Bakuchiol is not a retinoid, but it has been compared to retinol in studies, and it shows it has very, very similar properties. So this can help your skin, whereas this is not irritating at all. This is filled with natural vitamin A. This is all essential oils and the Bakuchiol. So this is something you could use as an alternative.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's talk about a peel.
Yeah.
The peel of choice is...
You can do a peel, right, if you have rosacea. We suggest the Mandelic 22. I happen to be holding a 40. I don't know if you can see that, but we want to use 22. We suggest that because the 22 is the least inflammatory peel we manufacture. I mean, even lactic has more inflammation. Even though it's a technically milder peel, it's not as mild as Mandelic 22. So that's the one we recommend. Now, I still wouldn't say to do it every single week. I would say maybe every other week. See how your skin accepts it. If you're fine, it's not causing any intense irritation, you should be fine. And you also don't need to leave it on a super long time. Maybe you only leave it on 2-3 minutes as opposed to 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, or because people can really leave this on a longer time because it's so mild. But maybe you just leave it on a little bit less.
And it does have 2% azelaic,
which is a treatment for rosacea. Azelaic is an actual rosacea treatment. So yeah, it's 20% is Mandelic and 2% is azelaic.
Yeah, for sure.
So that is a good option. And I'm not saying you can never ever do another peel. Like, you know, if you, I'm not saying that. That's your personal choice. Just know that any stronger acid that you put on your face, you are running the risk of getting an inflammatory response, and that could kick your rosacea into action. May not be a good choice. You might want to ask.
Just from this, us talking this out, you know, I guess I had kind of a light bulb moment that, you know, their rosacea is kind of like you could have sensitive skin and rosacea, and you could have normal to hardy skin and have rosacea. Those are the people that are using the tretinoin 0.1.
I bet,
Because the people like me with sensitive skin, if I used a 0.1 more than 3 days, it would be like a full face peel for me.
Oh, yeah.
So, so I guess it just really depends on how hardy your skin is, and you have to be the best judge of your own skin, and just, you know, go slow.
Test, and if it's causing inflammation and you're seeing that your skin is red and warm and doesn't go down real quick, like I could understand a little bit of irritation when you put an acid on. Okay, a little bit of irritation, but make sure that's gone. Splash with ice cold water, calm that skin, then put some soothing, calming, healing products on, like either emu oil or essential healing blend. Pull out something like an LED mask on the red infrared setting. Put that on for a little bit. That's very calming and healing. You could use that on its own as well, which is why it's kind of sitting there. It's just good for everything, and it doesn't irritate your skin. It doesn't cause inflammation. It's very calming and healing for the skin. So, I mean, I think we covered everything. I think everything we did. Like, all of these are good, but never self-diagnose. Always go see a dermatologist. Have them diagnose your skin. And if you do have rosacea, then, you know, be a little bit careful with what you're doing. But look, I mean, there's a plethora of things that you can do that will help your skin. And obviously a couple things to stay away from. But, I mean, I think it'll get them on a good track. I think so. I think so.
So if you have rosacea and you are looking for a good regimen, we got it covered here for you.
Yes.
All right. So if you have any other questions, though, please do not hesitate to call us at 1-800-917-3155.
And you can also email us Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 24 hours a day at support@platinumskincare.com. And, of course, 24 hours a day, you can join our Facebook guru group if you're on social media.
All right.
Let's get social.
Sounds good.